I believe, yes, indeed, we are live.
Woo.
And let me put it out there for all of my...
Of course.
Yes.
I just got the notification.
All right, yep, I just got it. I'm here. Let me put it out there for all my wonderful subscribers and followers that support me, because we never have a set time because it's live, pal.
Oh,
Free
Christian Cage.
spirits.
And we got 4 people, including me.
my
It's
I'm
probably
very
all of us. All right.
What do you do?
Okay, so yep, that's put out there, and hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, and we have a special episode this week because, well, we got the whole crew in. Joining us this week, we have Easy.
Hello, everybody. So if we got Fantastic Four here, can I be the Thing?
No, I'm the Thing. No, I'm Human Torch. I'm Human Torch.
Fine, then I'll be.
I'm Human Torch.
Then I'll be the. Sorry that I am not the biggest Fantastic Four fan, but I'll be the guy who does the flames.
That's me. I said I'll be the invisible. You can be the Thing. I'll be the Human Torch. I guess that leaves I guess that leaves Jedi to be the Invisible Woman.
I mean, considering how often I disappear.
You can be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man was part
Spider-Man's
of
in the Fantastic Four now. But we're getting off track early. We have
we need women on the show. Damn it!
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
We have
My
Jedi
wife
here
had some things to say.
coming back to join us to talk about the pay-per-view
Making his
and
in-ring return.
making his in-ring return. So Jedi's back. He might have to take some breaks to change some diapers, but he is back.
Yeah, I got my manager with me here. And his diapers.
And we also have Eric Wade returning this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
And
so
I'm here too.
we're all here. The gang's all here. Michelle is here. Miss Ace is here. We're all well. Thank you guys for coming. And Michelle actually has a very important reason to be here because, had a contest for AEW Revolution. And thank you, everyone who entered. We had one clear-cut winner. His name was Mo. I'm not going to say his last name because I don't want to mispronounce it. It seems easy to pronounce, but it may be difficult. And he won with 9 points. He is the only one that did not pick pick Britt Baker's team to win in the pre-show, so that essentially got him the win. So good on you. He wins first place outright. And then we had a 3-way tie for third and second place between Glenn, Caleb, and Michelle. Glenn said that he wanted to opt out because the previous 2 never won, so we will draw who will win second and who will win third. We have Michelle right here, and we have Caleb right here. So we'll see who wins second, who wins third. I'm going to draw this.
Now, is there going to be an exploding ending to this?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Guys, you are in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. You think we're argumentative in the past. We're going to be more argumentative tonight.
If this show goes over an hour, the show's going to blow up. We promise you.
So second place is Michelle. Michelle wins second. Caleb, you get third. And go ahead and draw the prizes now. We're gonna win sparklers. I don't have sparklers, Caleb. I don't have sparklers, but I got a cool comic book for you. So let's see what comic book. Caleb, you win a reprint of Justice League of America #1.
Ooh,
So
that's always exciting.
that is exciting. So I will either send that to you, or I know I'm probably going to meet up with you at Fight Underground or WrestleMax, or if you're going to be at Stride this weekend, I'll be there as well. So we'll re-meet up there. And for Michelle's comic book, we have Strange Academy #1. So that'll be yours. And Michelle also wins one of the... Oh, God, this box is getting heavy. A loose figure of
what
some
is
kind.
Strange Academy? I've never heard of it.
It's like it's a Doctor Strange book where he's like teaching younger mystics. So yeah,
I was borderline close to saying, is that like an anime comic, like My Hero Academia or something? Which I probably
It's in
just
both of the
offended the
school
entire anime community.
Well, it's not in the sense that it's like a school. Yes, it is. And for the figure, how about an old school Edge figure?
Ooh.
That an old school
On
Edge
this
figure.
day, I see clearly.
No, actually, this one I wouldn't say is the On This Day. This one is just simply, You think you know me. You think you know
that's
me.
the.
I was going to
I'm-
ask if it
am
was
I the
a
only one
Brood
that
Edge.
I'm
I
honestly
think it's
not really a huge fan of the. I'm not really a huge fan of his old theme because it's just like so repeatedly said so much. It's like, okay, we get it.
I wouldn't say Brood. I'd say like either 1998 debut, either pre-Brood
Right,
or like right
At least Brood
right
has
after.
not only a badass entrance music, but just a badass entrance in general.
But or like how that
I used to
period,
use
like
this
that
Edge
period
as my
right between.
Jericho.
What's up?
I used to use this Edge as my Jericho when I was a kid
Oh no,
because they kind of just look the same.
no problem, Michelle. We'll send me a DM and we'll figure out how to get this to you. Eventually. But now the man of the hour, Mo, he has won first place. He's getting the Hall of Halls, and we'll get his comic book first. What do we got?
You don't have your own comic book shop yet.
He wins a Black Canary #3 comic book. So that's pretty cool. That was a great run on Black Canary. I don't have my own comic shop because we're not going to go into that on film.
Obviously.
No, basically it's like the.
We're
You want to be here for another hour? Listen to me rant on the comic industry and how like they're wanting to kill brick and mortar stores. Yeah, I didn't think so. As far as Mo's figure, he wins a. I look, damn it. I try not to look.
Oh, you looked again.
He wins a Rock, classic old school Rock action figure. It was the Titantron Ready from this thing. Rock. It was one that I used to play with as a kid, so you're getting a piece of my childhood, Mo.
Nice.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
Mo, you also get a DVD. Also get a DVD, and the DVD you get is Ring of Honor Flying High from Dayton, Ohio, March 2014.
Oh.
Certain matches on this will be, you have the Briscoes versus Adam Cole and Mike Bennett, AJ Styles versus Chris Hero, Kevin Steen versus Bobby Fish, yeah, so this is a hell of a DVD. So
right,
that's the DVD you win, and he's not done. He's got a T-shirt coming. And the T-shirt he wins is... Hello, what we got here? It is a Young Bucks Super Kick Fiesta T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
And because he beat Eric, he gets the bonus prize. Essentially, anybody but Eric is eligible for the bonus prize. I might have changed the rules on that, so...
Yeah, now that I think of it, we've done the bonus prize like 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at guessing.
I mean, it's your thing. I mean, you're giving away stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're just the stooges on the other end.
You get...
It's easier to see WWE.
But
you win a poster from the Anafight Underground debut show. Got this signed at the show by New Jack and Madman Pondo. So,
nice.
So you get you win that as well.
That's a cool poster.
That is a cool poster. Yep. It's just a shame that New Jack didn't wrestle that night as advertised. So,
damn promoters.
Oh, I'm the promoter. Listen to the Geeking Out podcast with some of the gentlemen that were on that show, and well, we'll just leave it at that. But yep, we have. We'll get this put in a protector here for you, and get this sent out to everyone within the next few days. No, Ray, unfortunately, you did not win. I'm sorry, man. But yep. So thank you to everybody who entered. So. That was fun. That was really fun. That made me happy to get to do that for people. Now let's talk about something that didn't make me happy. This pay-per-view.
Get ready for your popcorn, everybody. This is literally going to take a while.
Yeah. Anybody watching Aqua Team? This is going to be long. You should grab a snack. So.
Okay. Well,
Take off
shall
your
I
hat.
Start everyone off on a happy note.
So, yeah, we'll start with
I was the one with the biggest rating for this.
Yeah, well, Easy, you gave it a 6.75. I gave it a 6. Eric gave it a 5. We did this in our group chat, but Jedi, what did you, if you had to give it a from a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Oh, well, to be honest, I was watching half of it distracted by this boy, so I didn't absorb everything very well, but I feel like this one was, 6 sounds fair. It was very middle of the road, 5, 6. I mean, it definitely wasn't their best pay-per-view ever. And the ending, of course, put a damper on things. Although it amused me. So I guess I'll go with 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah,
I might just go with 5.
It
does sound fair. Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like all of the people who were like rubbing their hands together, going, "Ha! Finally, they have a bad one." Yes, I'm not that guy.
Kidding. We paid money for it.
But on the flip side, like,
and at least we don't have Saudi shows.
I'm not worried about that. I mean, that's another debate for another day. But
yeah.
I am going to say this about that show. This show to me has, for me personally, the honeymoon period for AEW was over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when they first came out, they had like a few flubs. You're like, it's okay, you just got started. A little bit after that, we're like, hey, you haven't encountered this problem yet. We'll the first few things that went wrong on like a Dynamite, you're like, hey, this is brand new. Cut them some slack. When something is even when it went to All Out and it was as something as terrible as the Matt Hardy match not fucking stopping, that was awful, but you could still kind of forgive that. You're like, well, Cody's not there. Tony Khan's never been in this position before. Here's, that's it, We'll forgive you. Learn from it. Get back out there. This is like this was unacceptable. Unacceptable. You're a major company now. You've been around for 2 years. If you're going to have things, if you got to be ready for shit not to go wrong, and you got to have contingency plan B, C, D, E, and F fucking ready.
Yeah.
Like, there was no excuse for that. There's no excuse for a major wrestling promotion to do that. And if WWE would have had that for an ending, we would be on here fucking with our beverages ready going, ha ha ha, look at you, WWE. Same thing needs to be happening to AEW. They need to be held accountable for when they fuck up.
Yeah. And they hyped up themselves.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Eric.
No, that's it. It's just they are the ones. Us fans got excited for the pay-per-view and everything, but AEW literally put the words in their own mouth that this is going to be so great. We have a Hall of Fame worthy signee.
To be fair, he is I would say that Christian is Hall of Fame worthy when you have people like Coco Beware and Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake in the Hall of Fame. Christian's more than eclipse those guys. And
but also just the exploding ring and just everything they said. Just everything.
I felt like, no, don't get me wrong, Christian, he's obviously Hall of Fame worthy, but would you really advertise him as like the big signee who's Hall of Fame worthy?
You wouldn't do that. Here, you could have. This was if they wouldn't have went all, no pun intended, all in on this Christian. Going, he's Hall of Fame worthy. Not only that, they were hyping it up on Twitter. They were making it seem like it was Lesnar or Cena or Batista or
Kurt Angle
or all this other stuff. They were buying into that shit. Or they were wanting us to buy into that shit and ended up being Christian. Tell him, my God, that's bullshit.
I'm not saying Christian's bad, but I don't think he was a huge name.
Neither am I,
here's what you say about Christian. Here's how you go about saying it's Christian. Have the Big Show say, hey, I'm talking to somebody I know. I think I can get him to come to AEW as well. And we're like, uh-oh, who is it? And then all you say, and then you don't put a whole lot of hype on it, but then kind of just have Tony Khan put a tweet. Hey, I've confirmed with Big Show. He does have somebody else coming. Tune in to find out. Okay, cool. There's somebody coming. And then when Big Show does his, promo, before, go well, he is a former world champion. And then when it's Christian, we're like, oh, neat, Christian, yeah, hey, that's kind of cool. But instead, we have AEW themselves hyping you up yeah, it could be John Cena. Wouldn't that be neat? Could be Batista. Wouldn't that be cool? Could be Brock Lesnar. Oh, this is going to change the course of everybody. And it's Christian.
Well, I got my hopes up, too. I thought the final countdown at the end was going to be the real reveal.
No, the moment really came out oh, wow. Oh, wow, it's Christian. Because I remember his TNA theme more than I did for WWE.
Right.
It's like, oh, wow. But I still want to know, be like, I don't know, maybe they're just doing something. But the reason, and I know Michelle, she gave me so much shit about this on Twitter, about, why it wasn't going to be Cena. Cena honestly could have been a real jaw dropper. He's got a TV deal with TBS doing the reboot Wipeout, a.k.a. the knockoff of MXC. And he's in the new reboot Suicide Squad, which again, being produced by Warner Media.
You
Warner
have a
Brothers,
good theory. I was with you, but I was also, I said this last week, hey guys, keep things in perspective, but then AEW's like, yeah, fuck your perspective, keep going, yeah. And all this did was make what was, for all intents and purposes, a good signing look like shit.
As much as
Christian would have been a bigger surprise too if he didn't just debut at the Rumble. You know what I mean?
That's why I wasn't
I'm gonna disagree a little bit there. I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit there because had they not put this fucking ungodly amount of hype on it, ended up being Christian, we would have went, oh shit, he was just in the Rumble. Holy shit, I thought he was going to be WWE, but he's not. What the fuck? That'd have been cool. But they hyped it up too much.
Yeah.
I think if they had done the Paul White announcement at Revolution and then followed up with, I made a signee with a friend and it's Christian Cage, I think that honestly would have been jaw-dropping.
I think anything would have been better than the presentation at the pay-per-view too, really.
Yeah.
They literally had his music play. He come out there and sign a piece of paper, smirks at the crowd, and walks off. It's like, what was that?
Even I'm like, is no one gonna try to interrupt him? Maybe,
right.
I was just like, well, that
happened. Waiting for that, but
that was the first blow where I'm like, and then it was already it was a good not. It was a good, not great show already, in my opinion.
Right.
I thought it was still pretty awesome.
It was a good, not great show.
It was it went from
it was a good, not great show, and these two things put it into the it's okay waters. It drug it into the it's okay waters. If I gotta say, if WWE would have put on a show like this, we would not give it any rope. We'd be going, what the fuck was that, WWE? The fuck? Fuck you. And now AEW,
And this is why we don't review Crown Jewel.
AEW has run out of rope with me. It's now subject to the same criticisms. I'm not gonna fucking do like other people that Eric and I know, and you know, anytime they just have one thing that's like kind of not perfect, like this is why this company's garbage. Not gonna be that guy, but I'm also not gonna just constantly be out here forgiving it, going, oh well, but it's AEW, and oh shucks, it's AEW. Their all shucks period is over. Fuck yeah, Micah.
He agrees.
Guys, this is our
he still
answer
likes
to
AEW.
-1. A freaking baby.
I mean, you're welcome to think it's good. Think it was a great pay-per-view. That's your taste. I didn't think it was that good. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say it's terrible. I thought the cinematic match was great. I thought the ladder match was great. I thought the women's title match was match of the night.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh God, yes.
But everything else was just kind of okay. Like,
Yeah,
Not Hangman was okay.
I didn't. Yeah, like. Yeah,
That's
no,
just
I
not the-
agree. That was the way my wife asked me. She's like, "So what was the best part?" And I was like, I think it was the women's match and maybe the ladder match."
and up until
Yeah.
the main event was decent, you know, like it wasn't just like garbage wrestling like so many people think those matches are. Like, there was some good psychology built up in that match, but I mean, it wasn't anything I loved. And then
Well, the one thing
to
in
end
the,
it with
in
the
the death
fucking
match that I hated, John Moxley when he gave Kenny Omega the Death Rider outside on the apron to like some outside little like platform that was covered in barbed wire that would explode when they hit it. I was like, what? Why did he do that move? Because the entire move, it just hurt Moxley. He landed flat on his back while Kenny Omega just like rolled away. So stuff like that, where it's like, man, this is weird. But the match itself, like the explosions when they hit the rope, and like they were badass. They were awesome. And like when Moxley put his foot on the rope to break the fall or whatever, and then it went off.
Oh,
I was like, dude. And then when he hit him with that bat explosion,
I'll go as far as to say this. This is probably
that bat had a bigger explosion than the ring did when it blew up.
Like, I'll go so far as to say this. The probably other than the independent stuff that I saw from Moxley earlier in his career, like with Jimmy Jacobs and Homicide and stuff, this is probably my favorite Moxley match I've seen. Like, probably his best AEW match by far. But just
say Full Gear to me. Full Gear 2019. No, hey, I was there.
I mean, you're fine.
Everyone was like, "What the fuck was happening?"
Yeah, like I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, to me, like this was good. It was just like you just kind of had so many things. Like, I didn't like that spot, and then of course you have the shit cherry on top of like you have what turned it into a shit show there at the end.
Yeah, as soon as the match was over, and then they kept on saying
Fair enough,
they said it was going to blow up. We're like, wait, it's still going to blow up? I thought it was going to get called off when the match was finished.
Well,
so at first I thought I was being trolled. I was like, are they going to really have a real announcement?
I will say this much, like this is like a quip that they used in FMW in Japan. There was a big death match between Atsushi Onita and Terry Funk, and you know they'd kind of once been friends, and now they're kind of like they're having the big fight in this big exploding ring death match, and Onita won. And the thing is, in Japan, like even after they win, like the bomb's still going to go off. And Terry Funk's laid out in the ring, and Onita wins, and then he's like, you know, at the very end, he's like, looks back, he's like, "There's Terry, get up, get out, Terry, get out," and then he covers over Terry. It's like it would have been, it turned, you know, Terry Funk face again, and everything. Or good guy. We forgot our whole spiel because we have too much to talk about tonight. We try not to use insider terms. But anyway, like what they were going for was good, but like it sucked. It didn't work. I'm not gonna, you know. It's like okay, I'm gonna compare it. It's like high school football. If you kind of mess up when you're a freshman and you're playing high school football, they're gonna be like kind of like, okay, well, learn, get better, but it's your first year. We forgive you. Sophomore, you're playing with the varsity, and if you're don't adjust to some of the complexities of the varsity, they'll be like, well, you are playing varsity. Now's your time to learn it because you got to get better if you want to play. Third year, if you ain't doing it right, there is no. Oh, shucks. Good. You'll learn it. There's, what the fuck was that? You've had 2 years. This was a what the fuck was that? You've had 2 years.
Yeah.
I have some
Now,
employees like that.
Now here's the thing, and this is where this is where everyone kind of got divided, because in my opinion, taking away the really, really creatively bad ending, I still thought the show was actually pretty decent, and that's why like my rating is a little bit higher than most, because it's only at a 6.75, because match quality wise everyone was actually okay, minus Best Friends versus Miro Sabin. I thought, okay.
I thought the tag
really
title
didn't
match
care.
sucked.
I really did not care.
I thought I shouldn't say sucked is a little harsh, but I thought the tag title match wasn't that
It was
great.
meh.
It was
meh.
It was a good kickoff match, but yeah, it was
No, it didn't.
not.
No, it
as
wasn't
good
a good
as-
kickoff. Like
not
to me,
as-
this was like the worst Young Bucks match I've seen.
It obviously was not as good as Omega Hangman, which like that was just insanity.
It wasn't even in the same universe as Omega and Hangman.
But-
or FTR
Or the
and the Young
FTR,
Bucks,
yep.
or the Young Bucks and fucking Private Party. Like this was not good.
Yeah, no, they didn't
I
gel
actually didn't
well
mind
with
this one.
Chris Jericho
Yeah,
and
I didn't mind
MJF.
it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
And
this
leading
was
up
one that I
to-
watched when I didn't
It
mind
wasn't.
it.
I wouldn't say it was bad. I would just say it was meh.
I
now
wanted
leading
Jericho
up
and MJF
to
to win.
Events
Actually,
of
I
Dynamite
was in
we'll
the
get to
MJF
later.
camp.
Right.
I thought Jericho and MJF was actually not too bad of a tag team unit.
I didn't like him.
I'm saying that in past tense terms, because
I-
we'll talk about
Right.
what happened later.
No kidding.
But okay, well,
But-
before the opening match too, with the female Britt Baker versus Rosa,
Yeah.
and then who? Okay, so remind me one more time. Maka Ashi, what's her name?
Mika Ito.
Mikito,
Or
yes.
Maki Ito.
So
Maki
so this
Ito.
is
She
Yeah.
is
this
so
is one of them where I was
freaking
like, wow, I
awesome.
don't get this. But when I was watching it, because she came out and started singing, whatever, the music turned off, and then she just kept on singing. This was on Dynamite, right? This was the first time she came out and sang. She came out to sing. I don't know. She was doing something. I was
No,
like,
she
what
was
the
singing
heck?
on
Like,
Revolution.
but with music, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she came out to start singing whatever, and I was just like looking at it, like, wait, what? Like, did I miss something? Like, who's this person? She's from the tournament or whatever, but she wasn't all outrageous like this. But then when she came into the ring and stuff, I just watched her, and she just has the lightest looking offense in the world. Where I was like, whoa, I'm not a fan of this so far. So that was one of my first kind of like, this was not a letdown or whatever, because they didn't promise that really.
Right.
So I didn't, just took it as it was. But that was the first part where I was just like, oh, this isn't the best because she's not my favorite so far. This or
Right,
so.
and then that match to me underdelivered.
And I didn't want Rosa in that match. I wanted to see Rosa versus goddamn Sheeta. But
Yeah.
that's just one.
Well,
day.
Now
Finally.
Ryo was good. I don't
Yeah.
want to take too
Yeah,
much
that match
away, 'cause
was-
what
yeah,
we
yeah.
ended up getting in the end was great.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
But-
I
and
didn't
also
like
I
this
didn't.
match that much. I'm kind of on the Ito train. Like this is one of those like I don't completely get it, and I'm not on the bandwagon, but I'm also going to recognize that she is over. She's got a lot of hype behind her. A lot of people do like her, so the athletic geek opinion of I'm not getting it shouldn't be the opinion of all of AEW. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I
like
find-
I'm okay with it because
Mhm.
it's over.
The women need whatever they can get.
Exactly.
That's over.
also, this
And
technically
honestly,
so.
Ito is just too funny. I love her character and everything.
Well, I
don't
like her
get
little headbutt thing.
Well, that's
her-
what
her
got Orange
sideways
Cassidy
headbutt.
in the
That's
door.
pretty
And I
Cool.
made
Comedy.
point of this on Twitter. She reminds me of the scary schoolgirl bodyguard for Kill Bill Volume 1. Lucy Liu's character, her bodyguard was literally a schoolgirl that carries like the spiky little wrench ball or something, whatever. I haven't seen that movie.
Well,
in a
she's
while.
not a school.
But-
I watched like 15 minutes of that thing, and
Her,
she's a
her
pop star.
weirdness reminds me of that schoolgirl because she's just all over the place. You don't know what the hell she's gonna do.
That's fair.
But she technically was the first or only crossover person too. Like up to this point, AEW's been promising crossovers and all this other stuff, like TNA talent and like opening the foreign door. Not one of that was on the show at all. None of that. Like there was nothing. So
well, let's
not that they promised that either, but it was just kind of another thing where it's like, well, they could have done anything, like with any, like some sort of I don't just in order to make this
Again,
pay per view
New
work,
Japan was
they
kind
could
of
have
out of
done
the question
anything.
for this pay-per-view with everything
Well,
they
not
got
New
going on.
Japan, but like anybody
Didn't
could
they
have came
also
in here.
just have a pay-per-view like a few days ago prior to this?
New Japan's got the New Japan Cup ongoing.
That too.
They didn't have a pay-per-view; they just have the New Japan Cup ongoing.
Okay.
Um,
I think it was referring to like New Beginning or something.
that was in like February.
Again.
Um,
Actually, yeah, Michelle brings up a point. Kenta? Are we going to see Kenta or wait, isn't he in the cup?
he's in the Cup.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's in New
Sorry,
Japan Cup.
Michelle.
Yeah, that's New Japan Cup is basically kind of got all the big stars in New Japan. They're in that right now. Like they are spoken for, and with like the international travel rules, there's no way they could have gotten any of them over in time, even if they like lost the tournament. Like Naito lost in the first round, but there's no way in hell you could have got Naito over here. Quarantined him long enough and had him on the show. You just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
what about people? Maybe we could have had NWA coming in.
We'll see, because they're getting ready to start TV again. I don't, this is the part where we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I mean, they didn't.
Of all the companies that really need attention, it's NWA.
Yeah. So, but like, kind of with to me, the battle royal was like it was okay, but like it was a battle royal. It was way too long and was way too much going on.
The tag team one.
Yes. The
yeah. I agree.
Hangman Big Money Matt had a good storyline, and like the ending was kind of neat, but like the match itself was very meh.
I thought like Phoenix Jungle Boy though going 1-on-1, that was insane.
It is just kind of one of those. So it's like, I don't know. It's just that I don't know if I would say it's the worst AEW pay-per-view.
But even so,
actually, you know what? I might go so far as say it was the worst AEW pay-per-view. I think I might say that now.
Honestly, I really can't think of any other pay-per-views that kind of ended meh. Like, I wouldn't call it the worst, but definitely like the least favorite.
I'd say it
of all the shows we've had.
I'd say that the bottom three are Full Gear 2019, All Out 2019, and this. But there wasn't really a whole lot going on.
How was that Full Gear 2019? It was actually a great show.
I mean, I'm talking about me who was not there at the show. I didn't really.
The women's match, unfortunately, like that was just meh.
Yeah.
But everyone else was actually pretty damn great.
All right, well, we're going to talk about Dynamite now because that's probably the next big thing. I'm not talking about Brock Lesnar.
Hey, what does Dynamite do? Does it explode?
Yeah.
Now, okay.
See, that's why it didn't explode.
Credit about this. They did acknowledge the botch. They did put in some comedy.
Well, we're not to that yet because the first thing we had is a Mac Jackson Ray Phoenix match, and this was a damn good match, especially seeing as how Matt's not really doesn't really wrestle singles very often, so this was not bad.
When's the last time he wrestled singles? That's my question.
I can't remember. That's how long it's been.
Like what? Probably when Nick was injured.
Maybe I think he was still doing tags. Like this is setting up the Pac and Phoenix versus Young Bucks match. I'm just gonna say right now, like I really hope I love Pac, I love Phoenix. I really don't want them to win the tag titles, just because I feel like if Ray Phoenix is gonna win the tag titles, I want him to do it with Pentagon.
I understand that.
This is a good match. Then we get to the infamous Eddie Kingston and John Mox match, which they kind of had to do.
It was pretty hilarious.
It was funny. I liked it. It was like it was a good recovery, but still doesn't forgive what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
But I like how they play off each other. Like I fully buy them being a tag team, and now if they want to tag or if they want to just back each other or whatever. But I don't want to see Mox join the whole Goon Squad. Like, did they say that if Eddie broke away from Butcher and Blade and
he hasn't broken away from them yet, but I'm thinking this might be something that happens down the road. You know what I mean?
I don't see Mox. Yeah, I don't see Mox like mingling with all of them, but just him and Eddie. Yeah.
But yeah, like they play off each other well. I like the line. Did Impact pay for the bomb? That's why Impact must have paid for the bomb.
Well, I'm not
So,
having
that was a
and
good
Mom
line.
said, like, did it come in big bold letters that said Acme on it? Like, again, at least they're acknowledging, yes, we screwed up. Yes, we fucked up. And this is how we're going to make up for it.
No. See, no. Time out. They're acknowledging that. You had Tony Khan, and I love Tony Khan, but he went in little "don't make fun of me" mode immediately after that pay-per-view. So that's why I'm saying it's unforgivable. He went into "how dare you guys make fun of me? It was supposed to be that way." It's like Tony.
Yeah, that's what he
no.
said. It was crazy. Kenny to put the bomb together. Of course, it wasn't going to work. But it's like, yeah, that's, you're
Tony,
explaining
take the
plot off
goddamn
screen.
L,
Like,
Tony. Take the goddamn
what are
L
you,
in
Zack
this.
Snyder?
Honestly, they could have had some help from you. I remember you told me it wasn't New Japan that invented the death match. It was another company.
Yeah.
You said that did it.
Yeah.
I would have just done all of that. Just make sure. I would have just had them create the whole death match themselves. Like AEW can be observers for the safety reasons and all that, but for the people who invented this, I would have put my full trust in building that match themselves.
Well, I don't know if that would be logistically possible. Because it was invented in 1991 and in Japan, and
well, whoever the promoters were, I don't know.
Onita sent in his thing in the build-up, and that was about all you're probably going to get out of Onita. But yeah, like I said, did they recover? Was this segment good? Did it kind of work? You know, they acknowledged it in kind of a wink in an odd way. Yes. Now on Sunday night when this just happened, you literally had somebody who in wrestling wasn't used to losing, not knowing how to handle everybody laughing at his company.
Yep.
Tony, your football team loses all the time. You should know by now.
But also Moxley after the match, he made a comment or whatever.
The team, but still,
Yeah.
Like somebody uploaded on Instagram, of course, or whatever it was. Moxley, like, they're still selling after the show's over, but he was like, Kenny can't build a bomb with a ship. And that went viral. So then Tony Khan probably felt insulted for that,
I don't know,
too.
like, why AEW, I don't know, maybe it was because of just copyright reasons, or I don't know. I felt like a little bit premature to be taking down all the videos that say, you know, like, oh, Kenny, like, messed up the bomb and all that. It's like, yeah, just acknowledge that, like, we screwed up. That's it.
WWE done that. They've copyright stricken a lot of my videos.
But at least what AEW has done in acknowledging botches, WWE has never actually admitted we screwed up.
I'm not forgiving it. I'm sorry, or I'm not. You know,
I don't know. I know you're not going to forgive it. It's okay.
I'm just saying, like
I'm just in between.
I'm not gonna pat him on the butt and say, "Good job, you tried." No,
I'm just looking on both sides of the scale. That's all.
Well, I am. Like, I'm more easy side because, like I said, the match itself I thought was fucking awesome.
What?
Just the
match
ending
was
the
pretty
very,
good
very
till
little
the ending.
Match was
there
great.
was a lot of,
the thing
there
is,
was
like,
more
but
psychology in it than I expected.
Here's the one thing
I
about
didn't
the match.
know that. I didn't know that stipulation that it was supposed to blow up no matter what.
Here's
So
what
Neither
we're back on all this.
I think we were all confused too. It was like, was it supposed to blow up?
No, I knew it was supposed to blow up. I knew. They
yeah,
said
I
on
didn't know that.
commentary. But what I'm saying about this is, like, they should have had, like, hey, because this thing in Japan hasn't worked before. They should have had, you know, like, Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, I'd imagine it did the same thing, like, poof. So, like, they should have had, like, hey, if this doesn't work, fucking have Kenny go out there and gloat and go, haha, now you've shown your hand, and now I know who cares about you, and now I know how to get you. Yeah, that'd have been lame, but it would have maybe not had as much of a sour taste in our mouth. Love the promo. It was good recovery. Love what Mox and... I'm looking forward to more Mox and Kingston together, but I'm still like, while it's a good
recovery... Maybe a tag team title run?
Not now.
Well, this isn't the only little cover up they try to do. They also had Kenny and like Don come out and try to cover it up again.
We'll get to that segment here in a moment, but like this is kind of the whole.
I think I was laughing too hard at that. We'll get to it later.
We'll get to it, but like to me, like while this is good, it's still kind of like. Again, going back to my sports analogy, you know, yeah, we just lost the big game, but like, hey, he got a touchdown. He won the record for the touchdowns, everybody. Yay! It's still like, no, you lost. There's no getting around it. But After next up, we have Cody in essentially a squash match, but then we have a very, very intense segment with him and Pentagon, and I'm very excited
One
about
on Cody.
very excited about Cody and Pentagon. This is a fresh matchup, and I want to see it.
Yeah. One arm
Um,
Cody. I think he legit got hurt at the pay per view, did he?
I don't think so. I think it was just. I think he was just.
The story.
Yeah, but we'll. I don't know. We'll see. They have another Sting segment, which I was really hoping they wouldn't do, or at least they'd have him at least say, "I'm gonna go away for a while," because Sting needs to go away for a while. I love Sting, and I understand they're hey, having something with him and Archer, that's great. I can't wait to see some Jake get involved in this, but seeing every week to come out and do an interview and just get interrupted is getting old.
Say that he's getting ready to do something with Archer.
Mm-hmm.
It's Law of Diminishing Returns.
Old.
Yeah, in terms of Sting Archer, I'll pass. It's maybe a dream match back in maybe 2005, but no.
Yeah, could have seen this in TNA when he was Lance Hoyt. And we have All Ego Ethan Page versus Lee Johnson. This was not a bad match, except for the fact that on my end, we were getting a bunch of stupid basketball bullshit from a broken TNT feed.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, are they trying to play is this his character? He's the greatest kind of MVP's character?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but apparently basketballs do hold grudges, but this one fought back. Come on, that was funny!
I like it.
It was a solid match.
I was actually cackling. I just had you on mute for a minute when you did that.
But I've never really seen. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen much of Ethan Page's Impact work, but Ethan Page used to come to Glory Pro.
I didn't know who this guy was at all.
He used to come to Glory Pro a lot. In back before the pandemic and all this shit. Him and he has a tag team called the North that were Impact Tag Team Champions and actually defended those belts in Glory Pro a number of times. I'm an Ethan Page fan. I became a fan of his because I was hanging out ironically by his table in line to meet the Lucha Bros, and I saw one of his T-shirts has the looks like a Marvel Legends figure, and then me and him just started talking about Marvel Legends. I
remember your story.
Yeah. And then that's also when I met Eddie Kingston. I asked him for a picture, and he went, yeah, but hold on one second first. Hey, Phoenix! He wants a picture with me! I got fans! Took the picture and went back to the locker room. But anyway.
Okay, I'm now starting to, I didn't watch the match because I was just making dinner, but now I'm, reading all the comments where, TNT, screwed up the audio with the NBA. I was like, what the hell? Well, anyways.
I think
everybody, March Madness
to answer Miss Ace's comment in the chat, I do think that could be potentially happening. Maybe they might wait until Double or Nothing to write Cody off, but yes, I do think that he might be leaving fairly soon, and I think Moxley as well.
I wouldn't mind that. Just
they both
ride them off at Double or Nothing. Just give them a little bit of a break.
Right, both of them off. I mean, and that's also where some of these new signings are going to be good because there's going to be a giant hole in their talent with Cody being gone and Moxley. So it'll be time for the new talent to step up when that happens. That's for damn sure.
Moxley's going to be a daddy.
So is Cody. So Tony's going to try and talk to Christian, but then Kenny comes out and they kind of make fun of everything. This is basically what should have happened, after the dud of the explosion, this promo.
Honestly, this should have kicked off Dynamite, honestly.
And then,
I think after the pay-per-view, they should have just done this. Kenny just should have came out and started laughing. Have you guys ever seen the movie Bubble Boy?
Yes.
Where
no.
At the very end when he dies because he kisses the girl at the wedding and then he dies, whatever. And everyone's like sad, but then the parents are like, and then the dad's like, tell him. And she's like, you're not dead, Jimmy. Stand up. And he's like, what? I'm not dead. It's like, yeah, you're not dead. Get up. Like you had immunity. They should have just done that. Like, Eddie, you're not dead. Just get up. Like the thing didn't go off. Just you're fine. But then like have Kenny just laugh and be like, you're an idiot, Moxley. Look at you. Like you felt just whatever. Like,
well, Missy,
like how you said, have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. They need to have all these backup plans because they didn't have shit.
Yeah, and the reason I say the backup plans are excusable is because, like, in FMW, these things happen. Like, they had dud explosions, and then they, like, had to think on the fly. And if FMW can do that, AEW could have done that. That's all I'm saying.
No.
But 69 me done, 69 me, that's the new Too Sweet, bro.
Or
That's something I
bro.
really
Too sweet,
did not
bro.
to see on television.
69 me. Kenny's there saying, like, Kenny was making fun of Kingston for saying, like, oh, what are you doing, dry humping him? Like, it's obnoxious. Like, Kenny should have went out there and said that, like, right after, like, oh, there's no explosion, but, like, you know, now you dry humping him. Like, well, you stupid. You know, now I know that you guys are friends now. Now whenever you don't, now I know how to get to you, Mox. Now I know how to get to you, Kingston. Now you just showed your hand. You know, this was a bluff. Like, it would have happened, all this happening at the pay-per-view would have made the pay-per-view be like, well, that kind of sucked, but hey, that's kind of funny though, and we would have at least come and going like, well, good recovery.
Yeah, like a little funny, like just
good recovery
at the end.
You know, need to make sure that shit don't happen very often, but good recovery. But you know, it was a funny segment.
My rating of Revolution will still remain at that. This again, that's what I was saying. At least they acknowledge that what happened fucked up. It doesn't give them permission to say like we'll blow it off, but again, it's like there's going to be huge room for improvements.
I think it's just kind of it's indicative now. Like, this is a great segment, and I enjoyed. And well, let's
just please keep it PG, everybody. Oh wait, never mind. This isn't WWE. Do whatever you want. Don't go Rick and Morty on us, because that was just creepy.
So now, eventually, you know, you have the big pull apart. Kingston, the Good Brothers, Mox comes out, and then Christian comes out. And I know a lot of people are complaining about the idea that Christian seems to be making gestures towards wrestling Kenny for the AEW title. I'm in an AEW group on Facebook, and I'm gonna reiterate what I said in that group. This isn't a bad idea, as long as Christian doesn't win the title. This is not a bad idea to want to build up to a Kenny versus Christian match. They've never wrestled before. If Christian has any uncertainties about how well he can still go, Kenny can carry the weight, and if Christian can still go, hey, Christian's great. He's great in the ring. It'd be a good kind of stopgap title defense for Kenny Omega, especially, you know, seeing as how I don't think the timing's quite right for Hangman just yet. I think the timing will be better, like at Full Gear, All Out for Hangman, but like to kind of.
I want to say All Out Hangman Omega.
I'm thinking Full Gear would be better because then it'd be 1 year since they last wrestled, and Kenny won big time. So I thought, like, okay, the 1 year anniversary and Kenny wins, and then eventually gets the title shot. Hangman wins, and you know. But anyway, definitely not ready at Double or Nothing. So hey, you need a match, you need a fresh matchup. You know, I don't really want to see Moxley versus Kenny another time.
Well, I can see Christian winning because winning the title, maybe not from Kenny, but maybe down the line.
Down the line, yes, but not right now with Kenny.
Well, I can say them backing him like WWE never did, just so they can make a statement, like kind of what they did with Jericho, or kind of like
what happened in TNA already with Christian. Hey, WWE never backed him, so they gave him the title. I don't have a problem with Christian winning the title. If it's down the road, it's not my first choice, but I can be okay that he should not be ending this title reign with this going on with Kenny Omega. This is not a good thing. But for him,
we didn't go over it Tuesday. Well, Kenny's going to go on to, I think, win the TNA title.
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, isn't Kenny in a title versus title match between? It's either going to be Rick Swann or the guy that should really come to AEW, Moose.
I think Moose is going to win that shit, but I don't think he's going to beat Kenny.
But isn't it? But true. But it's like if Kenny, it is title versus title, winner take all, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, for the TNT and AEW
Impact champion, like I'm not really sure how to feel about that.
There's no way in hell that the AEW belt's going to go there.
Obviously
Like-
not, but it's like, well,
The man said he wanted to be a
We'll
belt
see.
collector. Let's fucking go all in on this. I want to see Kenny Omega walking around like that
But-
picture of Ultimo
yeah.
Dragon behind me with all the different tiles going, come get your belts, and then kind of eventually.
but that would mean like Impact really they really need to bring their talents to AEW then. If we really are gonna have cross branding, then get the Impact talents to come here, and then vice versa.
I think
Well,
this
with
is,
that little,
well, with this
with-
going on, I
with-
think it's more
with-
meant to help Impact with Kenny's presence than Impact needs AEW more than AEW needs Impact. Let's just call it how it is.
yeah. But with them saying that storyline on Tuesday, it kind of gives a spoiler for what's going to go on with AEW because now you know Kenny's not going to lose the title anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, I'm just saying, I like if they have this match, the Christian and Kenny match at Double or Nothing. Hey, it'll be a great match. It'll be a fresh match. It might be one of my top 10. I don't know. It might also be a dud because
Yeah.
might also be a dud because we don't know what Christian can do other than a Royal Rumble. But it's something that I would be interested in.
Right.
You know, not every look at like when Ric Flair was champion or Shawn Michaels was champion or Bret Hart was champion. Sometimes, you just had stopgap defenses that you knew, he's probably not going to lose, but it was a good enough match you bought in when it was happening.
Yeah.
Rick,
Totally. We've all
Sure.
been there.
Shawn Michaels was probably not going to lose to the British Bulldog because he had Vader waiting. But, just something like that. Bret Hart probably was not going to lose on Raw to the 1-2-3 Kid because he had a big match with Owen at SummerSlam coming. So,
Man, I'd rather watch Kenny versus Angle, to be honest.
I don't really want to see Kurt Angle wrestle ever again.
No,
I want the man.
Kurt Angle's body is
please.
no longer capable.
I want
he's
to
in
see.
really good shape, but I don't
He's
know.
in shape, but his neck is like. I was listening to his podcast where he talked about how he wanted to do another year and retire against Cena, and he's like, I got to retire now, and Vince basically went, well, it's going to be you and Corbin, so that can be your last match if you'd like it to be. And Kurt just went, yeah, I'm breaking down, I got to make it my last match.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle
Yeah.
seems like he's happy being able to be a dad right now. I want him to be able to still walk to play with those children of
Yeah.
his.
Honestly,
Yep.
I would rather see Omega Lesnar call me crazy.
I want to see that
Well,
too, but
Sure.
they didn't sign him. So
Right?
I want to
I
see
don't know.
Omega Lesnar.
I would have liked to see Lesnar. All the
Double
names
or
that we were
nothing.
coming up with last week, Christian wasn't one of them.
Christian is a good. I will say this, kind of going back to everything. Everybody who's shitting on this saying, Christian is a good veteran to have. You still
Yeah.
need those people. And Christian's a good guy to have on the roster. He's a good talent.
I don't understand how he's going to wrestle again. I thought he couldn't wrestle anymore.
Same.
Well,
See
he got
Edge,
traded.
see
My
Dan,
first question. It's like,
see Edge, see Daniel Bryan,
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
all
right?
these other guys that I guess
Who's
modern
this
medicine.
miracle doctor these people are going to? I
I
need
know.
this doctor.
Yeah,
it's Dr. Nick, everybody.
but I am okay with this.
He should wrestle Big
Mind
Show.
it, I'm just like, okay, just tell us honestly whether you're going to be able to wrestle again.
6-woman tag
Big Show
match.
said he was going to wrestle, so he has to have a debut soon, right?
But now, okay, I want to acknowledge this. Big Show is signed to possibly wrestle. I've since learned this that whenever you sign a contract, if there's even a thought of you wrestling, they got to put it in your contract that you will wrestle. If you sign strictly an announcer contract, then you can never wrestle because you're signed as an announcer. But if there's hey, we want to pull you into this match, you have to have it in your contract that you can wrestle.
I thought he said that it was going to.
He might. I'm
Okay.
sure he's going to, but maybe not
Okay,
right
now
away.
my next question. Who gave us the great idea that Michael Cole should have a WrestleMania match?
No, we're
God,
not going
I
to
saw-
talk about
I
that
saw
right now.
old-
No.
I saw old school.
Because if
Raw
we're
or whatever
going
with
there,
Stone
then why
Cold.
did Michael Cole have a WrestleMania match? And
Michael Cole
won.
used to be 100 pounds. Now he's 500 or no.
He's
He's
jacked.
bulked up.
Wow.
Yeah, he got jacked, but he used to be so scrawny. I remember those days.
Yeah. But anyway, kind of back. I'm okay with Omega versus Christian as long as Christian doesn't win.
Right.
I mean, the segment, it was funny, but again, it's like, it's whatever. Take the L and move on, AEW. Let's just go.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
uh,
WWE does it all the time.
yeah. 6-women tag match. I really thought this was not a bad match. Wasn't great, wasn't bad, but like it was good. It set up what is going to be the main event next week with Britt versus Thunder Rosa. So that's going to be cool. Have the women main event next week, and probably one of the best female feud they've had so far. So
Honestly,
Yeah.
I was
Kudos
too busy
there.
laughing at. I was too busy laughing at Ito just singing while everyone was fighting. Like she just let her finish her song. Then Cheetah coming in to finally shut her. I was like, nope, beat her down.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Next match, TNT Championship match, Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky. So
Scorpio.
Reach for the sky.
I
Yeah,
really
that
wish
match was
Scorpio. It was a great match. I mean, I know they're just kind of starting the new character, with Scorpio. He is full on the bad side of things now, so I do dig that. Really wish Scorpio would have won, just because of like what everything from a story perspective Darby went through on Sunday. You know what I mean? After falling off a balcony, he should have been a little bit more injured, in my opinion, but that's just me. Yeah, so
They could have had like taped ribs or something like Triple H used to do.
yeah, but it was
Yeah.
good. Come to the Inner Circle Council meeting.
Okay.
I like this a lot. Just basically, Sammy Guevara thought he set up MJF, with MJF setting up the rest of the Inner Circle, and then it was one swerve to another swerve, and then finally where the Inner Circle stood against MJF. And then we got another swerve where essentially MJF is joining
This
up
is like
with
Swerve City.
Yeah, Vince
Yeah, then-
Russo would have been proud. We just need David Arquette to win the title.
And then you wake up and it's all a dream.
Yeah.
You hope.
Oh.
But
This
like,
was awesome.
this was an awesome segment. Really,
Oh,
really, like, I'm hoping hoping to see good things from this stable. I think now this definitely kind of drives home the fact that Chris Jericho's days are numbered. So I feel like he's getting one more run as on the good side of things before he can retire.
Babyface.
Yeah, he's
Honestly,
kinda,
I was gonna say
He-
anybody who would fight him for a retirement match is MJF.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
But I'm feeling like kind of let him ride in the sunset, get a hero's
I agree.
a hero's farewell.
Yeah, Julie was saying, she was like, I don't know if Jericho's got much left in the tank. Looking at
Wait, I got it. Retirement match on the Jericho Cruise.
Ooh, I like it.
Come
War-
on, like
The only problem with War Horseman is they didn't sign
winning
War
that?
Horse.
So
Miss
MJF
Ace.
winning that, like people would want him to. They would want to throw him off into the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, they have 5 people in their stable right now, right? Because I was like, is this going to be the new 4 Horsemen?
Yeah, but there's
With
5 people in
FTR?
it. Well, there's
Yeah,
5
there's
people
5,
and Tully,
yeah.
so there's 6.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I mean, do managers
You
count?
really want Tully to wrestle full time?
No, I'm just saying there's 6 people in the stable.
Well, yeah, but wasn't JJ Dillon?
That's
I mean,
true. Yeah. JJ, there was 4 people and JJ. So yeah, there's 5 people
So,
and Tully. Even though I'm not going to complain if Tully has another match, if he looks as good as he did last week. That was good.
But yeah, I thought this was perfect because this is what Inner Circle needs, is another big stable to feud with. But also, it was
Yeah.
exciting to have MJF match up with these guys because
Okay, we got
These
a
are the
question. We got a
best-
question. What will
Yeah.
you name the stable?
ooh,
I don't know. I just please don't let it be like the new Horseman or something. It's like no, just no.
They keep
Yeah.
saying Fear the Revelation. How about just the Revelation?
I mean, that's fine with me. Evolution worked fine.
Right.
Revelation. I mean,
yeah.
no. I'm just saying, like that
I
one
almost thought
word.
you were
I
suggesting
mean that.
evolution.
No. Yeah, Revelation. I think. I mean, there might be a better name, but I don't know. Hopefully, they've been thinking on this for a long time.
Right. Definitely hope so. But yeah, I love the ending.
I don't know. When I first heard like Inner Circle, I thought,
True.
okay, but
I
you know,
can
it caught
kinda-
on. It really
Right.
did catch
Right.
Dark Order.
on.
They should have shown me Dark Horse.
Oh,
I don't know, man.
No, we got a better one. This could be the Silver Judgment.
They could be called the.
I don't-
so
wait, here we go.
The
The
Five
Salty
Guys.
Spittoon.
no weenies allowed.
The Blue Jean Committee.
Come on, if MJF is like he's the salt of the earth, perfect. We have the Salty Spittoon. Or no, the Salty
Nice.
Splatoon. There you go.
Splatoon.
The Pecan
Splatoon, yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah. So, but anyway, good. I like the idea of this stable.
Yeah.
I think the first person that will get ousted will be Tully because MJF's going to get some heat for disrespecting a legend. But
Yeah.
so getting to WWE, SmackDown. Basically, Daniel Bryan will be wrestling at Fastlane. He'll probably lose. Nothing really else to
Against
talk
Roman.
about.
And yeah, Fastlane will be on Peacock because the WWE network is no more.
Yeah. Well, then I'll get Peacock, and then I'll get the by SummerSlam. I'll have the WWE network.
At
And
least the
the
Peacock
Office.
is also $9.99.
Exactly. I'll get I'll get all the old school Raw, Nitro, and Saturday Night's Main Event I want, plus The Office.
Actually, question: can they please bring back Saturday Night's Main Event, please?
Let's wait. Let's wait till the pandemic.
I mean, I imagine most. I was gonna. Well, I was gonna say, I imagine most of the talent doing absolutely nothing would probably agree with you on that.
Right. All right. So Raw, we have Lashley and Miz in a rematch. Lashley wins. Yay. Braun Strowman and Shane. Boo.
Should say Braun
And
Strowman and Shane.
Retribution continues to fall apart.
Well,
Yay!
The one thing that really
That
surprised.
Shane promo was so dumb.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to know what I think? Is this microphone working? And they just like stalls and leaves and just, yeah, Braun, you're, let me tell you what I think. And it's just, I was like, what the? This is such a weird way to kill time. Just have like developmental guys come out and have a match or whatever.
Right.
Could have been a match instead of all that bullshit.
Well, here's a match that really surprised me: the no DQ match with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Like, the referee stoppage was kind of weird, but like, I liked the match. I really liked the match.
Wait. We had a stoppage in a no disqualification match.
It was like
No, we've been there. We've already been there with the Hell in a Cell. We just don't even question it anymore.
Twice.
it
we
wasn't.
don't
It
question
wasn't.
it anymore.
Whoa! It wasn't like the Hell in a Cell match was a like they essentially threw the match out. And it was like a disqualification. McIntyre won because Sheamus could no longer defend himself. So he called it like it was like he's knocked out. He
Oh,
can't
okay.
go.
Well,
So
that's,
he won
that's,
by
that's a lot
Yeah,
better.
they both
submission.
knocked
He
each
won
other
by
out.
like technical knockout then.
Or
Gotcha.
you knock each other out. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like it was something like that. Like they knocked each other out and they both couldn't compete. That's the
Gotcha.
thing. Like it wasn't like fucking using a
Yeah.
large mallet's okay, but not a small mallet.
Yeah.
You know. But it was a great match. Very surprised me. Like I'm not used to getting that surprised by Raw. So kudos.
That's nice.
Um,
I said Sheamus and
and then they
Drew
have
would be
another
cool.
fucking stupid Strowman and McMahon segment to end the show, and just basically kill all the goodwill it built up with me with that match.
Well, you know, no good deed goes unpunished.
That's true too. If they said that about MJF and Tully, like, yeah, he's got a learning tree of one of the best villains in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, and they got a member for each belt.
And then one poor person that gets no belt.
Well, you know what? He's the enforcer. He's gonna have to deal with the fact that he's big.
Actually, hey, time out. Imagine this: everybody gets a belt. See, because now that they're open to working with other promotions, just imagine something like this. Like, okay, FTR, like, you have belts from everywhere. Like, Wardlow could win in one of the belts in the NWA or Impact.
True. He should get the X Division title just 'cause that'd be fun.
I was
that was
thinking the
Oklahoma
NWA, like the
title.
NWA national title or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
mine's still
fucking
funnier.
loved the X division. Oh my god.
So NXT gave away one of the biggest matches. I thought they'd save that for WrestleMania weekend, but they chose not to.
They're just trying to win these ratings wars.
Well, I mean, they lost. Io Shirai, good match with Toni Storm. The women's tag match, a lot of people liked it. I guess I couldn't get into it just because I can't get into those belts. Like, they've never given me a reason to take those belts seriously. The talent's good, but they never given me a reason to take those belts seriously.
Yeah.
And then,
In their defense, Io Shirai and Toni Storm has happened before.
right. No, I'm
The
not
Young Classic
talking
final.
about Io Shirai. I'm talking about the women's tag titles.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
like
well,
even
you
like
said
with,
you
even
wondered
like
why they gave it away free, and I was saying in their defense,
that's
we've
not the
seen
match.
it
No, I'm
before.
talking about the main event, which is Finn Balor versus Adam Cole for the title. Like, why are
Okay,
you giving
gotcha.
that match away now?
Right,
Seriously.
right.
But like the women's tag
Sorry.
title, it's like the women involved are great. It's just kind of like the belts, like I don't know, like
Dude.
they treat them. If you're gonna treat belts like they're the most meaningless, like one notch above the 24/7 title, I'm gonna look at it like it's one notch above the 24/7 title. And that's not a knock on the talent. That's a knock on how it's treated.
Yeah, but I mean, you did say the word tag and title in WWE is.
Touche. So, yeah, that's everything. Finn Balor and Adam Cole was a good match, and you should check it out. That is everything. So I'm tired. We made
Still
it
no
through.
word about NXT going to Tuesdays, so that way we can be more energetic.
That's true. So that is it for this week. Congratulations to all of our prize winners. We know how to get these prizes to you. Appreciate y'all for entering. Yeah, so bet you never thought you'd hear me rant on AEW, but you did. Everybody who says I'm nothing more than a blind AEW loyalist, I
right.
review
Nope.
the tape. Review the tape.
We have video
We
evidence
just like
suggesting
some good
otherwise.
shit. That's all.
That's right.
I
That's
like
right.
good shit, and I don't like when I don't get my good shit, pal. And I didn't get my good shit that night.
Yeah, we paid for this one too, so I was
No
disappointed with that.
Mhm.
Hey, at least I paid it off my Spectrum account. Okay, I didn't have to actually punch my own money.
Well,
we
you just
did.
keep bragging.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
But if you enjoyed this video,
I paid
please
for it
give
through
it
my cable plan.
please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content, not just from the world of pro wrestling, but from the world of gaming, anime, comic books, and all things geek culture. Follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter athletic_geek89, Instagram athleticgeek89, and if you'd like to help this channel out financially, hit me up on Patreon, patreon.com/athleticgeek89. Jedi does not have social media, because as you heard, he's got kids. He ain't got time for that bullshit. And Eric, are you selling anything on Macari?
Yeah, I posted a bunch of stuff today, so everyone go look.
Go look for his stuff on Macari. Easy. He's
I was gonna say you're gonna skip me on social media. Now you can find me at Eric's Errands. I got Twitter, and I'm not gonna go on a huge rant on everything. But no, these gentlemen, despite everything we have gone through, especially with our complete differences on how we view revolution. I said revelation for a moment.
Fear the revelation. See, it works. It works.
Either way, I still love coming on the show with these guys. It's just hopefully next time we'll have better stamina for everything we've gone through.
I need that adult beverage that I always have at the end of these shows right now.
No.
I know Michelle joked that she thinks that this is an adult beverage in the cup, but no, it's water. The adult beverage is after.
Yeah. But yeah,
right.
I'm good right now. Just,
All right.
just find me on Twitter. You guys can have fun with it.
All right. Well, for Jedi Jason Kruger, for Eric Wade, for Easy, I am the Athletic Geek. We're just marks, and we're out. Have a good one.